One of my favourite aspects to gardening is growing my own seeds. And I love being a part of that whole journey of taking something that's quite small and looks like nothing and turning it into delicious foods and even flowers. And sometimes we get that germination rate spot on and other times not so much. So I'm going to share with you what I've learnt over the years. If you're starting with seeds, one of the first steps to a successful germination is to make sure you're sowing the correct seed for the time of year that you're planning on sowing them. For spring sowing, we have an abundance to choose from. And some of my favourites are dwarf snow peas, tomatoes, green feast peas, and even blue popcorn, and so much more. Once you've selected your seeds, next is knowing what you're going to sow them into. And one of the most common ways is to use a seedling tray. Now these do work well, but as those seeds germinate, you'll need to thin them out and prick them out and grow them on in pots. So it's a bit of a fussy method, but it still does work. What I like to use are these peat pots and even empty toilet rolls. The great thing about either option is that they can reduce environmental waste and are biodegradable, meaning they will break down into the soil once planted. Now that we have our seeds and containers selected, next is the most important step, which is our soil. And if it hasn't got the correct balance, it's unlikely our seeds will germinate. So what I like to use is a premium cutting and seed growing mix from Osmocote. And something like this has added calcium, which promotes strong growth, phosphorus, which is really important as it encourages root development, coir that aids in moisture and nutrient retention, slow-release fertiliser, and water crystals, which helps our seedlings retain the correct amount of water whilst growing. When you're sowing seeds, and if you've got little ones like these ones, here's a hint. Take a pencil, lick the tip, and then you should be able to grab those seeds nice and easily and then place them into that pot. And then all we need to do is give it a light dusting of a bit more soil, keep that nice and moist, and they should germinate within about 2 to 4 days. And then I will grow that on for about 3 to 4 weeks before I plant it in the garden.